I want to talk a moment about a great topic that someone brought up that I think is really deserving of being addressed. And it's a huge problem within our system that we're not prosecuting for, which is a huge, huge injustice when you're talking about judicial reform. I'm talking about people who gaslight our judicial system and lie and manipulate, narcissistically going after innocent people who really don't deserve to be prosecuted for crimes. They're innocent. We've got a lot of that going on, and it's very sad to see that a lot of people are being wrongfully set up. There's a lot of evidence out there that's being manipulated in order to gaslight cases that are a waste of prosecutors' time just because you've got people that are being vindictive and nasty. And I saw this in my own case. This is how my daughter got taken, was because I reported crimes that were true, and there's evidence. It's not something that I just said, hey, this happened and it was a figment of my imagination. The stuff that happened to me, actually, that I reported, actually happened, and it happened the way I said it did. The problem is that you've got all these other people out here who gaslight situations and try to manipulate and lie. As a case that I had here a couple months ago, where a girl tried to manipulate words of mine and saying that I called her a failure when I told her that she was trying to fail on purpose. You've got people that gaslight those situations. She tried to get me put out of where I lived at. And those are serious things when you talk about the consequences of people who gaslight those types of situations, because it can cost people legally and morally and their integrity as well. It's also a form of defamation when you produce this type of falseness to others in order to boast yourself or to make yourself look more important than what you really are. This particular person was attempting to make herself look more important and like she was a victim when she was actually the perpetrator, and was running around and planting things and leaving stuff in places and blaming it on others. That type of gaslighting and narcissistic, criminalistic setting up of people that were innocent. You have to watch out for those types of people. And again, I see it a lot, especially when you're talking about dealing with facing corruption within our judicial system. You've got innocent people out here that are being wrongfully prosecuted that are wasting our taxpayers' time. And when we see those types of situations go on, the problem isn't to the evidence that's against the actual person who's pretending to be the person that's abused, that's falsely reporting. The problem is we're not prosecuting people when they do falsely report. And so when you have that happen, it causes a flux in the system where nobody's getting justice. All we're doing is running around in circles, and it's wasting everybody's time and money. So because of that, all it does is feed the narcissist's need for attention, which is something that needs to be addressed within our judicial system. We have a system set up to prosecute these people who are doing these types of false reporting. Where's the services that are supposed to arrest these people and put them in jail and use them as examples? Because, I'm looking at my situation, like with my daughter who was wrongfully removed because I reported being a victim. And then rather than go after the actual abuser, they kept my daughter. And so I wasn't the abuser. It was proven, and multiple people, everybody said, hey, why did you take this girl's kid? There was no reason for it, except for people who were lying that they knew were lying, because I hadn't associated with most of these people in many, many years because of their gaslighting and the stuff that they falsely reported. So we've got situations, and most people that report like that are false reporters, they're habitual about it. So when you have that type of situation, you've got people that are gaslighting all over the place because it's their fix or their drug to do that and to get innocent people locked up. We need to be prosecuting those people. That's a huge problem within our system, with God's love. God bless America. Have a blessed day. Back the bads.